It does kind of have a little bit of a taste. Like maybe an aftertaste to me. Anyway. Hey, Isaiah, how you doing?
Leave it at that. Don't say anything else about it.
We're talking about...
No.
Stoplight Spoilers is coming to you, bringing you spoilers and movie reviews. With Jake and Isaiah as your hosts as they're driving home.
Hi, Jacob.
Hey, what's up, Isaiah? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well. So, tonight, what did we see?
American Assassin.
American Assassin.
I called it something else the other night when I was trying to get you in on it.
American Assassin
Sniper,
Warrior,
I think
something.
is what I said.
American Sniper, yeah, that was an older one. That was with nope, his name flew out my head. Bradley Cooper. Does that sound right? I think that's right. I don't know. Anyway, so tonight we saw American Assassin. It's the guy from The Maze Runner. Forgive me for not knowing his name.
Yeah, I didn't put that together at all.
It's pretty. At first, it was a little tough because he was so much beard and hair. Kind of.
Let's open up with his weird chest hair pattern.
Right? Like, so he's pretty well fit. I mean, I think he was fit in Maze Runner as well, but a little bit more fit. And he just has this interesting oval-shaped patch in
really
between his
thick
pecs.
patch.
Like black.
But everything else is pretty barren.
Pretty barren. Hey, you'd almost think you'd want to do something about it.
I think it's easier to have it my way. I'm just a furball. But
yeah.
It's
You have a 4-lane highway.
Yeah.
He has literally a soul patch in between his pecs.
He's got a parking spot.
A parking spot. I like it. But anyway, so American Assassin. It's apparently about this guy that is very unfortunate in losing a loved one in the very beginning of the movie. And then decides to go on a vengeful rage through the rest of the movie.
Essentially killing all things.
All true infidels.
Yeah. He's such a fun character.
It was very, well, at first it was taking a turn to where I wasn't going to enjoy it because the vengeance was just so...
Too much of him, yeah.
Because it was so much hate and rage. Because there are some movies that vengeance I see. And, like, for example, Braveheart. It's got some pretty intense revenge.
Still haven't watched it.
But, you know, it comes around to where it's more than just revenge. It's more about, you know, the way. And this one did. It came around, so it wasn't quite so crazy. But anyway, so dude loses his fiancée. His fiancée.
One of the craziest opening scenes.
Let's talk about that. If you've not seen this movie,
like, I haven't seen a disregard for human life.
Not like this.
Like, I don't. Like, we've seen a lot of death in film.
Yes.
Like Hacksaw Ridge. So much death, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But that was different. That was war.
That was literally war. Well,
these people are like on vacation. It was like a ton of
because that was soldier on soldier. It was still like, because we're at war with these people currently.
Right.
But those weren't soldiers they were killing. They were civilians.
People on vacation.
On the beach.
That weren't...
What the mess? Like, we're talking full-on AKs just blasting folks on the beach.
All over the place, just getting shot up.
Wow.
And it was filmed in a way that was just like death everywhere.
Yeah, it was bad. And I was taken back by it, actually. It got to me a little bit.
Right.
It was really set the tone of the movie.
What would I do in this? Like, that's what I thought about. I was like, what would I...
I have no idea.
How do you react to that?
So dude gets shot a couple times, but he's not fatally wounded. However, his fiancée is in front of him, which sets him off on a snowball. Then he just goes crazy. And we're talking like the crazy kind of crazy, to where he starts learning every type of fighting and assault, everything he can do to essentially, he wants to go overseas and infiltrate a cell group and just literally start taking out the terrorists or cells one by one. Well, because of his activities, he gets under the radar, or gets on the radar, of the CIA.
And they essentially use him.
Investigate him, yeah. I was like, ooh, he does not know they're watching. They're totally going to use this guy to get in. That's exactly what I thought they were going to do, and exactly what they did do. And I was like, that was interesting. But I did not see it being anything like to select him for a camp, essentially.
What do you...
Because they selected him because of how nuts he was. They went and saved him.
Okay.
You know, they selected him.
Oh, that kind of... I thought... Sorry, I was confusing the word camp and cell. The camp of, like, secret agents.
Correct. The CIA selected him as essentially to go to camp to be trained. Or whatever happened.
Because of his skill set.
Because of his skill set of being a vigilante. And I was like, that's an interesting thought. And I can see the points they made, they were held up, even if they're not true, they held up. But anyway, so that's enough about that. But, so Michael Keaton is boot camp leader, if you will, trainer, just bad A. And he actually did a really good job. I enjoyed it. What did you think about it?
I did as well. Just his performance or just the movie in general?
Yeah. Well, no, his performance.
No, I really liked it. I didn't have a flaw with him.
Yeah. What was real fun is in the shot. I have to admit, guys, to you, I do sometimes don't at all know what I'm going to see, and this is one of them. Isaiah said, "What about this American Assassin movie?" I was like, "Sure, what time?" And I didn't look at a trailer. I didn't look at a poster. I didn't look at IMDb. I didn't look at anything to see any sort of cast. And when the scene for Michael Keaton's opened up, his back's turned to the camera, and I was like, "That's Michael Keaton."
I had no idea he was in it. All I remember was that first part of the movie that we watched was the trailer. It was like them cell phone camera footage, and then terrorists, and then basically he's going on a vigilante thing. It's pretty much all I remember.
I don't even remember a trailer. Like, it's just, when we were watching it, I was like, I just don't, there's nothing. I'm not pulling anything from my brain on this one. So, I don't know where I've been. I've been there every week, but I don't know where I've been.
Maybe I saw it when I went to go watch Home Again.
Maybe.
Maybe that's what it is.
Home Again. Which one's that one?
It's got actress that's like, I don't know. Don't get me talking about people's names.
Sorry.
It's the red poster.
Got you.
I can't describe the movie because I don't think I'd ever seen a trailer ever for it. It's by far, all right.
My mouth feels funny.
Red light for Home Again. Do not go to the theater, watch it. On a Netflix scale, a yellow, maybe
the
green.
Reese Witherspoon one?
Thank you, that's her name.
Thank you. Yeah. Reese Witherspoon, the one you went dating with your wife and your mom.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Did you use Cinema for that one?
Yeah. I put it on.
Did you put that one on there? I'm just kidding.
I did.
Hashtag Cinemark. Hashtag sponsor us.
Please do, hurry. We're running out of money.
Hashtag Excel sheet.
Hashtag movie hemorrhage.
Google Sheets. Movie hemorrhage.
Movies are hemorrhaging my budget. Not really. $5.70 a week, so.
That's not too bad. That's why we hit that Tuesday night. But anyway, so back to the movie. Goes to camp, gets selected, goes on missions. The missions are fun. What's his face? I can't remember what sitcom show or whatever that dude was from, but he's from one of them. And he just is like, he is Section 8. That's what they say in the movie. He is straight up Section 8. He's a flip the lid. Because essentially, okay,
Who are we talking about?
The bad guy.
Oh, okay.
The antagonist. So, essentially, he used to be an agent, also trained by Keaton. Right?
Right.
Well, he goes AWOL. Well, sort of. He disobeys orders and proceeds and fails, and they leave him because they've always told him. I mean, come on, guys. You knew what you were. Accept your fate. Like, come on. You knew what you were. You knew you were this kind of agent.
They essentially said, we are not coming for you if you...
Yeah, you're gone, you're dead, you're black, you're gone.
You're a
like,
ghost.
There's nothing. And so, why in the world do some of the people, like, do they play these in the movies that are like that? Just, dude, whatever, get over yourself. Anyway, so he's a bad guy. He got left. They didn't come for him. Boo-hoo. He gets emotional. Wants to blow up the world. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That part was a bit cheesy. So, like, I can't just be like, oh my God, I love the movie. The movie was good.
I mean, he was specifically targeting
correct
the military.
Which is crazy. Let's talk about that for a moment. His background is Navy. He was in the Navy.
Right.
He was selected by the CIA. That had absolutely nothing to do directly with the Navy. They wanted him and thought, hey, he might do good. So Keaton trains him up, treats him like his son. Make sure he's amazing at what he does. Then his feeling to get back to lash at Daddy is to blow up the 6th Fleet. I did jump to the end of the movie, you're right, but, like, seriously, his daddy issues were so deep that that's what...
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, I'm mad at you. I'm pissed at you that you didn't come save me, so I'm gonna blow up the 6th Fleet that has absolutely nothing to do with you other than they're American.
I mean, I see your point, but he felt betrayed.
But he was told that it's what would happen. He wasn't betrayed. They actually just followed through with their word. You know what I mean?
That's why I put the word felt in there. He
was a baby. So
he was coddled when
he was really good though. His character, I have to say, was solid. His skills were good. He was beast.
Right.
Like, come on, that was
I like
cool.
the fight scene between, I can't tell anybody's name. Ghost and
the guy that was
the main character.
Rapp was his last name.
That's what they called it? Oh.
I think it's his last name.
Okay.
So Rapp's character,
because
Mitch Rapp.
They kind of portrayed him as equals, like, in their skill sets. Like,
yeah, in some ways. Yeah, for sure.
So...
The new guy, though, was still the FNG. He was still the new guy. So
right.
His skills weren't quite as well-rounded, if you will.
Correct.
But anyway, so to build a nuclear device is what's happening in this movie. So the Ghost is building a nuclear device. But he doesn't have that kind of skill set. So he goes through and he's getting all these people. And he's basically letting one of the people in something to do with the Iranian leadership think that they're building the bomb for him.
Right. To pull all these strings.
Yeah. So he can get all these strings pulled to get this bomb built. When he was really playing them.
Yeah. Backstabbed. Killed them all.
Just kills them all. Except for Keaton, which he had hostage at the time. So we are jumping around, but...
Was his plan to kill him? And then he got interrupted by the car driving into the hallway?
No. He said, I'm going to let you be alive. I want you to see these thousands burn. Thousands of Americans burn.
That's right.
Like, wow. I mean, he's like, he's daddy issues, man. He can't kill his daddy. You know what I mean? It's not really his daddy, though, by the way, guys. It's like, I was like a son to you. It was cheesy stuff, guys. I'm just going to warn you. It was bad. But at the same time, it was fine. I'm not being critical in that sense. It was entertaining. But so you think there's this one part where the movie you think is going to end, and then there's like a whole nother 20 minutes. What'd you say?
Where is this part?
In the tunnels.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you feel like that was a good spot? Like it felt good enough. Whew.
It did. It's just. They also had already started the timer on the ball.
Yeah. Which, for sure, I said 20 minutes. I was like, perfect. I didn't even mean that. So you guys know, they said a 20 minute timer. Hashtag 20-minute timer. Until nuclear destruction. That's a big hashtag. But anyway. So yeah, about 20 minutes later, we should time it. It's at least 20 minutes.
It's probably pretty close.
You know what I'm going to start doing in movies? I'm going to actually
when they
start
set timers, turn it on.
Because it's usually really bad. They're like, we got 10 seconds left. Well, a minute and 45. Oh, man. But anyway, so the boat. Okay, so I'm going to jump. One of my favorite fight scenes, because there's a lot of fun stuff in it. There's some decent car scenes and fight scenes and stuff. One of my favorite ones, though, was the one on the boat. Like, it was fun. it was neat.
Oh yeah, especially when it bouncing up and down the waves. Like
yeah.
that's made me laugh too when it happened. Like I don't know why, but it was just funny when they both flew up into the air.
Yeah, because he pushes the throttle wide open on this boat to go out to sea to do his business. And they hit, as they hit waves and they're fighting inside the hull, they're bouncing all over the place. And like it felt pretty good. It was fun.
Yeah.
Was
his plan? Was he gonna? Is this a suicide mission for him?
Oh, absolutely.
He didn't have it out?
He was a martyr for sure. Absolutely, he didn't have it out. He was driving the boat out there to kaboom, kaboom, boom, boom, boom. So to speak of the kaboom, so what do you do with a nuclear bomb, Isaiah? Do you A, have Iron Man fly it out into space?
Okay.
B, have a kaiju swallow it and eat it?
What is that
and take
from?
it through a portal. Or C,
What's that one from?
drop it in the ocean.
I want to know what B's from.
B is a kaiju from Pacific Rim. You gotta know this.
I haven't seen it.
Anyway. Or C, drop it in the ocean and hope all goes well.
Well, I've heard that C, in theory, would be the best option for life of humans.
Yeah.
And we don't have a real
We
Iron
don't have the
Man.
fallout. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have real.
I mean,
kaiju are probably real.
We probably don't. I mean, the ocean probably doesn't need all that in it, but.
No.
So I'm
Probably
gonna
not.
go with C because that's probably the most realistic answer.
Yeah, probably.
But I want to know if it'd be that. Water's so deadly to stuff. How powerful? Like, I know. Don't get me. I have no
It was
nuclear bomb.
Wasn't
expert.
it? Didn't they say something like 15? 15 was it kilos? No, not kilos. That's way too big.
No, kilograms.
Kilograms?
It's only 1,000 grams. Is a kilogram.
Okay, so 15 kilos of weapons-grade plutonium.
Which, I mean, there's just 4 things on the table or something. So,
Oh, that was a lot of bomb.
no.
He's like, it wasn't that big. It was the size of a grain of
Plus,
sand.
I don't even know what, like, I don't know what's
either.
the normal amount for a nuclear bomb.
But anyway, so they did go with C. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's right. That's the way it happened.
They should have probably went with A or B.
Yeah, it would have been neat. It would have caught everyone off guard. If Hulk come and swallow it up, that's option D. It's all of the above.
That's
Hulk
option 10
swallows-
Cloverfield Lane.
Like
Or
he's
just something totally
He
random.
swallows the sun. Come on.
Oh.
Why is this car? Why was he coming in the neighborhood from the neighborhood's entrance? And like, just anyway.
I don't know.
So drop it in the ocean and hope you do okay.
I wonder, like, obviously they're just making a rendition of what for film, but I wonder how that would play out. Like,
I don't know. The visual for it though was stunning.
it was fun.
So bomb in the ocean goes down, explodes, makes a cool noise. Then all of a sudden creates essentially a cavity, if you will, like not a whirlpool because it wasn't circular, but a cavity, kind of in the shape of a whirlpool, not spinning. Then all of a sudden, water waves. It was fun. It was intense.
Which, where did the cavity come from? What displaced it to make a cavity there? I'm so confused by this
I don't
bomb.
know, man.
I don't know how nuclear bombs work.
Either. Maybe it literally disintegrated the water.
I bet you the Stuff You Know podcast, they bet you they did how nuclear bombs work. Shout out to them. They don't know it's coming, but shout out to them.
Hashtag the Stuff You Know podcast.
Stuff you should know. That's what
The
it's
stuff
called.
you should know. But, so, yeah, really cool explosion. And,
How stuff works, maybe is what it's called. Sorry.
It's okay. Interesting thing, the one car explosion that was in the movie, I actually found to be okay.
Yeah, and I think that it wasn't just the car exploding. Like, there's pipes and stuff.
There was pipes.
So,
He did a lot of damage, a lot of sparks, a lot of issues.
yeah. So it wasn't like.
Do I think he could have been that close and been okay? Probably not. There were definitely some issues, you know.
It was fun.
And I'm like, okay, so boat going out the ocean. All right, Ghost is now dead. Rescued by helicopter because Keaton's like, I'm not gonna leave another son behind, and goes and saves his son.
You
Number
raised
2,
another valid point that I didn't pick up on. That,
right?
He broke his rule. Like
he did. He broke his rule because he realized he broke a person. So he's like, I can't do it again. I already living with my sins. I can't do it again.
Yeah.
So he broke his rule. Goes and saves his son, his second son, excuse me, and the good son, and pulls him off the boat and says, "All right, let's get out of here." And then literally turns. Okay, so to kind of tell you what happens, bomb goes into the water. Boat's still moving at a high rate of speed.
We'll say west for just a direction purpose.
Sure. And so they pick him up, and they literally do a 180-degree turn
go back
over the top of the bomb.
Idiot! Just keep going the same direction. That
would give you the furthest distance away from the bomb. So that was silly. Maybe it's because they were like, well, we can't fly over the 6th Fleet because then it'll blow us out of the sky. But they were communicating with them. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But, man, let's talk about that explosion. The boats got crazy. They got knocked around.
Yeah, I also wonder how huge ships like that would handle such a ginormous amount of moving water.
Oof, that was crazy. Like, it tossed some stuff around.
Right.
It capsized a couple of the ships. Like, you know, they didn't
Jets
talk about casualties.
came off the top of
we're talking about like thousands of people to operate all that fleet that would have been dead.
Yeah.
American Navy. Like, man, that would have been a big hit. And the thing, like, here's this thing that's super busted about it. They play this whole movie trying to tell us that, and that's the one thing is, like, I just felt at first it was starting almost like a propaganda film to make Americans hate.
Oh, yeah.
To make Americans hate Iran. But they brought it home, and we had a crazy freaking American was the actual terrorist. I applaud them for doing that because at first I was like, am I really going to have to stomach this movie that is all about hate? I mean, essentially, yes, it was still the same, but what I mean is trying to get America to hate again on this.
Make her hashtag make America hate again.
Oh, don't hashtag.
I did have one thing, just one thing that I wanted to bring up during the beach scene, but we moved on. Okay, so he sees his girlfriend fiance get shot, laying there. Why did they shot the dead girl? She was essentially probably dead at that point. She got shot square in the chest.
They probably watched him run to her and was sick about it. It was a sick thing to that person with the gun. He was like, oh, he tried to get to her.
And it didn't kill him, though?
Yeah, just to kind of make him live with it.
Okay.
You could see it being that way, right?
I could.
So,
But, I mean, if they were truly trying to kill infidels, wouldn't they kill the infidel?
They would kill everyone. And there was a lot of people. There was a lot of people running around that didn't get shot. And they had AKs. They could have blasted a lot more people.
I thought about one idea. Idea is just go swim into the ocean. That's what I thought. I was like, maybe that's...
I'll just lay down on the ground. I'm telling you
Pretend I'm dead.
If somebody's coming to shooting at me, I'm going to take my drink, pour it on me, and make it look like it's blood. Hopefully it's red.
Hopefully you have a red, thick drink.
No, what's the one with tomato juice?
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. Maybe I had a Bloody Mary and I just dump it on me and just lay there.
I like that idea.
Because I can't run. Let's face it. I'm huge.
You'd be out there trying to hide in the ocean.
Right? Yeah. You'd be sinking in the ocean. I'd be floating. You'd be hiding underneath me. Because we're on vacation together. That just was funny. So, side note, I really like having lights on the outside of my house now. It's nice.
Oh, that is so random.
It is random. Anyway, so Isaiah helped me the other day. It was nice. And, so basically, in summary, if you want to go see what happens in the middle of the movie, because you know the beginning and you now know the end.
We won't spoil the middle.
I definitely suggest you go see it.
I do suggest that.
Yeah, I give it a green light. I'll let you know. It is R language and a very quick shot of some boobies, but there's no sexual content.
They were totally unneeded. Like they could have.
Yeah, it didn't have to be there. Yeah, it was just.
We're already in R. Let's
just throw boobs in there. Like, anyway.
They didn't focus on them or anything. It was just in passing almost.
And there was a moment though that I thought something might be happening and it went a totally different direction, which I'm not even going to spoil unless you want to.
I almost want to because I was like, I didn't know which way this thing was going. I thought he was going crazy.
I thought he was on point. I believed him. I'm so sold in his character that I believed him.
Okay.
I was what is that? Invested. I was invested in his character. I was all for it. So
I thought
anyway,
he was just going on his.
go ahead and tell us about it.
Well, he walks into the bathroom, and did she say it just then or
No,
earlier?
she said
and
it.
he
She
realized
said it. Yeah. She said, okay.
Ghost. Okay.
So there's an Iranian double agent that we don't know is double at this point that is working with
a fairly
CIA.
main character of the film at this point. She's in
pretty well involved.
Yeah.
She's an agent. And she's been under for 5 years as an agent. Not with the CIA, but with Iran, right? Or was it Iran, right? Her handler was Iranian?
Sure.
I think that was the way it was.
That sounds.
Anyway, so she and him, they're kind of cut from the same cloth. Her family's dead. His family's dead. She relates. He relates. You think they might try to push the romance card in this movie, which I'm thankful they didn't. But you think
I thought it was going to happen.
Me too. So she says, "Don't worry, we'll get Ghost." And then she walks into the bathroom to start taking a bath, and he walks in the bathroom. So you're like, "What's about to happen?" And then all these ladies are like, "How did you know that name?" Like he goes, flips his lid.
See, the reason I doubted him was because it's possible that she knew the name of Ghost just from her, like, if she had worked with that guy,
yeah, it's possible.
because he'd been a problem. Ghost had been a problem for a while, and they thought that they'd got him.
Yeah, you raise a fair point. Yeah, I could see it going that way.
So I was like, why is he flipping out? Like,
I just thought it was true. I thought he was right. I was just like, nah, I like him. Kill her. I almost thought he did kill her. I actually thought she was done. I didn't know she was going to show that girl in the movie.
right.
Whew.
And then he breaks her out.
Then he breaks her out. He's like, nah, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Actually,
He's like, I need your help.
He goes, I need your help. Calculated risk. Your handler's dead. Like, I need your help to save mine.
Yeah.
Woo!
We
I got
didn't
heavy.
talk about that, but
I got heavy.
it was a pretty good movie.
That was pretty good.
I don't know what it scored. I didn't look it up, but
I'm about a 7 or an 8, like in that range for me. Because
Yeah.
it's very entertaining. It starts rough, guys, if you don't know what's going on. But now that you know, since you listen to the podcast,
the
you can watch
opening
the movie.
scene is
It's intense.
harsh.
You can go get popcorn then if you want.
8. I think it kind of sets the tone of why it's so vengeful. I think it's helpful for that. I'd say 8 sounds good. 8 green.
Take a buddy.
Take a buddy. Take a significant other. That opening scene will really tie you guys closer together. You'll really feel appreciative towards them.
Yeah, that might work. So definitely take a buddy or significant other and let us know what you think. You can check us out over on Facebook at
Facebook.com/StoplightSpoilers.
and on Instagram at
StoplightSpoilers.
and Twitter.
At StoplightSpoilers. Actually, don't check Twitter. Nobody's updating that. And even Instagram. Yeah, we're not doing so good on there either.
Okay.
Don't even check us out at all.
Don't say that.
I think that'll actually get more checking.
You're silly.
Like, let's don't like us on Facebook.
No, I'm okay with them not liking us, but definitely let us know what you think. I'd like to know that. I'd like to know you're listening. I know you're out there. But it's fun. It's good times. And I don't know what next week is, but we'll have it.
Kingsman.
Yeah. The sequel to the movie I thought I'd seen, but I hadn't.
We can talk about tickets after. We don't need to talk about it right now.
No, it's okay. Yeah. So, Kingsman's next week, and the week after that we got planned, and the week after that we got planned. So we'll see you guys, at the cinema. So for that, that's it for me this week.
This is Isaiah, I'm out.
I'm Jake. I'll catch you next time. That's pretty fun. I had fun with tonight's podcast. Hashtag sponsor us.